What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Chinist. So what I have for you here today is a back issue haul. This is what I have accumulated over the past, let's say, about 2.5 months or so. This came from 6 different sources, so kind of all over the place. First, we had a LCS, my 8th Dimension Comics and Games. We had a local con that came through. We had Midtown Hall from online. A DCBS Variant, which I got, Variant Hall, which I got through in-stock trade, surprisingly. Comic Boxer, a monthly subscription that I get, and then from a YouTube purchase, LongBox Love Affair. He put a couple of his stash up for grabs. So yeah, starting off, we have the Avengers. So this is from my one of my primary LCS, 8th Dimension. So this came from that same collection that I got from the XMen. It took him a little bit longer to process some of the other stuff he had. So Avengers came out afterwards. So Avengers number 6. Man, I never really thought that I would have this. So again, you know, similar to the XMen, these are, you know, lower grade, you know, by far. But man, even in this grade, you know, I see for like, you know, way up there, you know, $100 plus, you know, usually. So this one I got for $35, man. So yeah, definitely worth it in my opinion. You know, again, I never really thought that I would have an Avengers number 6 otherwise. So I picked up a few of these Avengers. Avengers number 10. That one I picked up for $27. Avengers number 20. I picked this one up for $10. Like this one. So Avengers number 25. Pick this one up for $11. So yeah, love this Dr. Doom, man. Classic cover there. This one up for $9. Avengers number 53. Had to pick up anything with the X-Men crossover for sure. This one, X-Men number, I'm sorry, thinking about X-Men now. Avengers number 70. Pick this one up for $3. Man, this is definitely worth $3 in my opinion. So yeah, I love the Squadron Sinister, and man, I forgot what his name is right now, but what is his name? So they kind of like, you know, retconned him to come for like an alternate universe. Damn, I can't think of his name right now. I'll put it down below when I think about that. Avengers number 82. Picked up for, in this guest star Daredevil, this one was, I think, $5? Yep, $5. Okay, picked up a Justice League of America, number 178, $6. Had a Flash, this one was $5, but it did have a stain right here, right in the title. But yeah, definitely worth it, very presentable nonetheless. Alright, this is a good one. Picked up this Iron Man Demon in a Bottle, number 128. This one was $25. Man, perfect condition, man. Like nothing wrong with it at all, man. Great stuff. Okay, more recent hauls, or more recent back issues here. So a couple of the variants of the current Avengers No Surrender, right about to finish up this week. So 677, 678. These are the cover B. I'm sorry, these are the second prints. Sorry about that. Picked up this one in a back issue. So this was, I actually had him order this one because it wasn't on the shelf. Baby Badass, not a good read at all. Yeah, this is going straight in the spec box. And artwork very poor, and the storyline was not very funny in my opinion. So yeah, pick these up. And yeah, so this was recommendation by Cable Comics, John over Cable's Comics. So this is issue number 3 and 4. Just kind of pick these up as back issues just to get through the series because he didn't have them on the shelf at that point in time. Picked up, this was the final issue of Invincible. Picked up Isola, came out a few weeks ago. Not a fan at all. Pretty decent artwork. This is like an American, like Japanese anime, like hybrid type of deal for the artwork, but the storyline was not very good in my opinion. Found a perfect condition on the shelf still like a week afterwards. So Rick and Morty, Vindicators, and this was the first appearance of Pickle Rick. I think that one's still going for about $10 online. Picked up a Speculation Walking Dead. another speculation buy. I found, I think I picked up one or two, on New Comic Book Day, but found one more that was a perfect condition like a couple weeks later. So number 33, this was the Gabby, featured as the Wolverine in the future, and old woman Laura. Picked up a Xerxes. I did not pick this one up on New Comic Book Day. Was not a fan, man. I'm not going to pick this one up going forward, and just did not really enjoy it that much. Had a XMen, I think $4, I think is what I got this one for, but man, very iconic cover, number 205. The one that I had originally was like, toilet paper quality, when I was growing up. I'm sorry, when I was originally collecting growing up, I did not really keep my comics in very good condition for like a year or so. And that was like one of them that man, did not get good treatment. This is another one, the one I had like a lot of scratches on it, so I just wanted to upgrade the one I had. I think this was $4 as well. Picked this one up as well, $4, first appearance of Omega Red. Alright, so picked these up in back issues, and I picked up number 3 this week. But man, one of my new favorite titles out there right now. So Highest House, this is in the magazine size, which I enjoy more than our classic, comic book size. But yeah, very good. That's kind of and hard to describe, but slave boy in like medieval times. There has to be some sort of magic kind of going on, but man, very good storyline so far. Really enjoy that one. Okay, next up from a local con. So this one is called the Houston Collector Showcase. I'm going to put a quick flyby for that I got when I was there. So pretty small. I think there was about maybe like 20, let's say like 30 vendors or so. Some had like huge collection. I think, someone said that there were, I think like some guy came in with like 4 like very high grade issues of Hulk 181. So yeah, so, all various types of quality, all different types of from Golden Age, all the way to modern. So yeah, so I picked up another tick mark off of my 1 through 300 Uncanny X-Men run. So this is number 50, which was like the full appearance of Polaris. So happy to pick this one up. Very good, presentable condition in my opinion, man. Very good, man. I was really surprised to pick this one up. So I got this one for $40. So man, very worth $40, compared to like other issues of number 50 that I found around, Texas, to tell you the truth. So yeah, happy to pick up the number 50. Picked up a number 133, man, excellent condition. This one was $20. I was able to talk the guy down just a bit. Found a Bartman number 1. I think these were all $1. Yeah, $1 each. Found a Radioactive Man number 1. Found Cable. Went ahead and picked up both part 1, part 2. Just a little bit of speculation there. I think those were $1 each. It's pretty cool. So I found this Hulk variant, like a Christmas variant, black and white. So this was like Red Hulk. It was a wraparound. I think the Green Hulk was on the other side, which I did not put on the other side. But man, I found this one still going for on eBay for like $20, man. I was pretty surprised. So yeah, I picked that one up for $1. Found a Green Lantern 144. Pretty good. Got a 155. I'm sorry, 145. And these were all $1, man. Man, perfect condition, man. And these all kind of list about $12 each normally. So found a 149 and finished the Green Lantern Volume 2 run with 150. And after 150, the value of these kind of die off. So I kind of, hunt anything Green Lantern 150 down for that Volume 2. From the new 52 run, found a number 1 for $1. Found another Hulk variant. I think these all came from like the same vendor. The guy was like a real Hulk fan. But yeah, this was a variant. Who was this again? I'm sorry. Willis Portacio was the artist on this one. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. X-Men 184. This is just to upgrade the one that I had. The one I had was pretty ratty. Picked up a X-Men Annual number 7 in perfect condition. That one lists for about $10 normally. Found that one for $1. and found this one, man. I'm getting X-Men number 154, dude, for $1. And I did not have this one, actually. So this was another tick mark off of my 1 through 300 run. So that was it for that small con that occurred there. Okay, so next we're going to move over to my Midtown haul, and some of these are pretty recent. I think, again, these kind of go back to maybe about the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. So Ballad of Sang, and I got like one shipment in like this weekend, so over the past 4 weeks. So I actually had Ballad of Sang for my LCS. I did not think that they would pick it up, so I purchased online just to be safe. So I'll probably put that one in my spec box. So I picked up the cover B of the Batman 44 that came out, and there was like a matching cover there. I picked up the cover A, but no one had the cover B, unfortunately. All right, I really love this one. So this is Gideon Falls. This is number 1. This was a Jacques cover. So man, I thought this cover was cool as hell, man. Love that cover. Put that one in Mylar. All right, no one had this one. I knew they would not, so I purchased this one online. So this was the Ginger Dead Man meets Evil Bong. So this was like the second series that came out. I thought that first series was pretty funny. This is like more, like humor, like Chucky type of humor style. So yeah, if you enjoy that type of horror, humor, check out the Ginger Dead Man Volume 1 in trade. But this Evil Bong, the second series, was, even funnier in my opinion. So I picked up this wraparound. This is Killer Be Killed, and I'm sorry, I don't even know, which issue this was, but I think it was, this is actually 2 issues ago now, if I recall that correctly. So this was a wraparound, which, a lot of people got. So I just want to get your quick opinion. So I actually put the board right in the center, where the staples are, next to the staples. And, so I put this one in Mylar to give, since the corners are a lot stronger. But, I just want to know what your opinion is, if you feel if this is protected enough or not. So, I know that new product came out, specific for wraparounds. But, I had my Mylar already, so I was like, let me give this one a shot. This is not worth too much value, so I think I'm going to, kind of put in my CLZ this and put in my collection. I want to see if there's any damage to this corners if I put it in there like that. So let me know what your thoughts are on this one, guys. This was what was this one? Gideon Falls? Not Gideon Falls. I'm sorry, I forgot what the, I think I put this one on there. Yeah, Gideon Falls, number 1. So this was the Virgin cover of number 1 of Gideon Falls, which I really enjoy that title so far. Okay, this was yet another wraparound. This was Infinity Countdown, so same thing. I put this one in Mylar, and I put the board right in the center, just so you kind of see the front and the back. So again, give me your thoughts on that one. Would you all do that to your collection? And of course, these are, again, not worth too much in value, right? These are just cover value at this point in time. So, okay, so this was Sonatus number 1. I don't recall if I saw this at the LCS or they passed it, or, if I passed up on it. But I went back, so this was pretty cool, man. So this was like one of the Alternia comics, and this is only, $1.50. This is printed on the newsstand type of paper quality. They're very cheap stuff, so they're able to get a little bit cheaper on the sale price. But, the cool artwork, this is like a horror story. You don't know too much what's going on, but this guy hears like this sound, like this frequency. But, yeah, pretty cool. So I don't think too many people picked this one up, but I think number 2 comes out this week. So, all right, so of course, I'm picking up all the ASM, this is real hot right now. Started really right here, or actually 2 issues ago when they started kind of revealing, I guess the Carnage, kind of symbiote kind of getting attached to Norman. But yeah, part 1, this is $7.97, so I picked up a few of those connecting variants as well. And one more of the Thor variant that came out. And of course, I picked up a few of these on New Comic Book Day as well. That one, of course, $7.98. Of course, everyone picked up $7.98. I think I picked up maybe like 4 copies on New Comic Book Day. But the connecting variant as well. Of course, everyone got the Venom variant. And this was most people's favorite. This was the Young Guns variant from Javier Garon. And of course, I think this is like my 2nd or 3rd copy of this one. That was my favorite cover by far. Picked up Art Germ, number 20, Supergirl. Picked up 2 copies of this one, stuck this one in Mylar. Man, love this cover, man. Love it. This last one was my favorite, actually, number 21. Number 44, Superman. This is cover B. This was man, I'm drawing a blank on, that's right, John Boy Myers, man. From time to time, man, some of his covers, man, he just knocks it out of the park. You know, I'm not a fan of all of his covers, but there's a couple here and there, like this one, man, I just love. So, yeah, none of my LCS picked it up on New Comic Book Day, so I picked it up then. Picked up a few of the Thanos, a couple extra copies. I have a couple of these already from New Comic Book Day, but number 17, number 18. Stuck those in Mylar, probably stuck them in the spec box. Picked up another Art Germ, Mighty Thor, number 705. Picked up a couple of the Venom 300 True Believers. Stick those in the spec box for like perfect condition. Alright, so this was a signed COA Greg Pak of Weapon H number 1. Pretty cool. Stuck this one in Mylar. This will stay on my PC. Picked up a couple of the variants that came out that week. Weapon H, the trading card, and sorry I forgot who the artist was on that one. Did not write that one down. And I think I got a couple of those on New Comic Book Day, so those are all in the spec box now. Okay, so next up, I actually purchased these from In Stock Trade. And I think the banner is still up. It's been up there for months now, since I think January. So this was like their little bundle pile of DCBS variants that they had. So these were kind of like all over the place. And so this whole thing shipped cost only $15.15. And again, it's still up there. So most of these are going just for cover price. But I will show you a few that are worth the value to where, like, you know, I feel this bundle package is well worth it if you're, you know, variant hunter, especially if you're on eBay to resell these. Man, so yeah, check them out. So these were connecting covers, not worth anything, just kind of cover price right now. A couple of the Dark Knight 3 Master Race that came out not too long ago, that I guess finished up not too long ago. Got one more of those. Justice League Suicide Squad. Got a Amazing Spider-Man. So this was the color variant, and this was the black and white variant. So this one was worth, still going online for about $10. So again, that whole bundle was $15 total, you know, including shipping. So this, you get your money back, $10 here. And there's one more coming up, the Star Wars, which I will show you. Here was the color variant, and again, here's a sketch, and the sketch is where, the black and white sketch is where the money's at. So this was going online still for $15. So again, you know, this whole bundle was $15, and you really, you know, get your money back on if you sell this one sketch variant. And the rest, and this is the last one, the rest of these are, you know, just pretty much gravy. Kind of just get rid of them at any cost, and it's all profit. Okay, next up from Comic Boxer, this actually spans 3 months total. So I got this last one here, you know, I think like on Friday or something. So this is the very last one that came in. So these are more recent issues that you would recall here. So this was a True Believer, so I just, you know, kind of put this one up, but another 300 reprint. Another copy of Weapon H number 1. This one goes in the spec box. Another copy of Oblivion Song number 1. To the spec box. This one was pretty cool. So if y'all recall a couple weeks back, this was a Chase variant, and these were the ones, issue number 25 came in the black poly bags, and you know, this was a big, you know, ticket one. So yeah, so I did not get them. If you recall that video, I think I got like the red and the yellow, I think it's the 2 colors I got. So I kept the red one in my PC, but yeah, I'm gonna take that one out, and this one's going to my PC. So yeah, so this one's still going for about $15 on eBay is what I was just kind of looked up yesterday. So yeah, happy to finally pick this one up the easy way, I guess. So this was another cool one. So this was a Vampironica number 1, and apparently this was still going for $25 on eBay, man. I was pretty surprised. So yeah, this was a very, very good month for Comic Boxer. And that will probably go in my spec box. Oh, I'm sorry, here's one more. I'm sorry, even better. So this one came signed. This one had a COA from Adam Gorham, who was the artist, the interior artist of this New Mutants, this new series that came out. I think six issue series that came out. So yeah, pretty cool to have. So yeah, this month, you know, really blew it out of the water. So the next 2 months were not as good. So this one came kind of like a little freebie, a little 25 cents number 0 of Deja Thoris. had another wraparound, Avengers #1. This started off the No Surrender storyline, and again, another wraparound that I put the in Mylar with the board in the center. So again, guys, tell me what you think about that. Let me know if you think that that's protected enough or not. Pretty cool. I did not pick, this one sold out, so I'm really happy to pick this one up. This was the best of this month here. This was Flash #38. This was the Matina cover. And this one was like a 50-50 on, let me see if here we go. So on the Flash, is it here? Where is that? There we go. It was either Batman and the Signal #1, or you got the Flash Matina variant. So yeah, happy to pick up the Flash Matina over Batman in the Signal #1, which I already had. Go West. So this is another Alterna Comics, the newsprint, newspaper quality paper stock. I did not like this title too much, to tell you the truth. Picked up another Old Man Hawkeye #1. This one goes in spec box. And a Rogue and Gambit #1. Not a fan. This one goes in spec box as well. So that month was pretty okay, but the Latina cover definitely was the highlight there. This month here, so we had the Kick-Ass #1. I already have this one, so this one goes in spec box. This was the best. So the Mira, and this was the Archer, if I recall that correctly. Is that right? Yes, right. So this was the Archer variant, which I did not originally pick up. So yeah, happy to pick this one up. This was a highlight for this month here. Another #1 for Sideways. So this one goes in the spec box. So happy to pick this one up. This was a good read in my opinion. Have this one already. Star Wars Thrawn #1 spec box read, as well as the last one, X-Men Red #1. So spec box. Had I not picked all these up already, these would have been great reads for someone else. But yeah, these are all spec box for me since I had them all, or most of them. Okay, so moving on, my last pickup is actually from, shout out to LongBox Love Affair. He, I guess, trying to reduce down his inventory, so put a few of his comics up for grabs. So I think I was like one of the first ones to kind of like get on there. I was just having to be watching everyone's videos when he kind of threw that one up there, so just lucky timing there. So yeah, so had a set of 7 for the latest Steve Rogers Captain America. So happy to pick this one up for $5, man, at a great price. So this was free comic book day. My buddy did not pick this one up, so I let this my buddy have this one. This one, started off the Hail Hydra. This one's still going for about $10 to $15. I went to a local con just this past weekend. Man, saw this one all over the place. Minimum price for $10. So yeah, happy to pick up that set for $5, man. Well worth it. The rest of these are going to go in the spec box. So it had #2, #7, #8, #9, and finish that off at #10. Okay. Next up had the Civil War II. This was the complete set, 0 through 8. He let me have that one for $15. So I only picked up like 2 or 3 of these, the variants that came out along the way. I was going to pick this one up in trade, so I never picked up the entire series. So the ones that I have in variants, I'm going to keep those. And the ones I did not have, I'll swap out with these. The rest I will kind of throw in my spec box. #2. It was a cover B of #3, #4, 5, 6. I like the cover A's more than anything else on these. 7. Finish that off at #8. And these are just in alphabetical order. So picked up these Sync. I think these were $5 each. Yep. So this was the cover B with the box. I saw it, man, even with without the set. I mean, these are going for up to like $20 still online, and really surprised at that. So those are going in my spec box. So man, these are pretty good pickups from him. So these were some more Uncanny X-Men that I did not have. I think one of them was an upgrade. So Damn, so number 114 for $10. Man, well worth $10, man. Thanks for that. Number 115 for $10, man. A little bit of issues up on top, but man, well worth it. Of course, you know, putting Mylar like bumps it up by a few points, right? Number 118, and this is like a real clean copy compared to what I have. So this one, yep, $10, man. Well worth it. Thanks. And here's one. I did not have this one. $5, and this was a pretty good tick mark. A couple issues. I may upgrade it later on, but well worth the check mark to try to finish off that 1 through 300 run. So guys, that's going to be it for this week's brand new back issue haul. So, should you enjoy what you see here, please like and subscribe. Talk to you later.